Okay guys, hi, welcome. My name's Eric. I'm going to be showing you this tutorial today on Zennoposter, and we're up to I think version 7.5. I think 7.6 may have come out today. But as a lot of people have been asking me on the forums to do a video to go over, because this is just a great bit of kit. You can build bots super fast. Let me just double check on recording this. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick overview, take through, show you what sort of things you can do with it. I mean, you can build some amazing bots, very complex stuff, or you can build some simple, scrappy bots, and you can build these super fast and up and running. What you're looking at here is what's called Project Maker. This is where you basically build your scripts, and then you have the actual Zennoposter, which, as you can see up here, is the tool that actually will run on these bots. And you can have these bots send your variables between each other, so one bot can set another bot off. You can have them run at different times of the day, all sorts of things. You get very complex, or just very easy, whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview. I won't go too in depth because a lot of you are new to this, and it takes a little while to get your head around it. But it's once you do get your head around it, it's really easy. You can make custom bots which nobody else has, super quick. You can automate, white, black hat, white hat, whatever. If you need tasks automated, you can even stuff to do with files and stuff. You can automate with this, for any needs. So right, let's have a look then. Right, where should we start? Okay, what you were looking at here, you started a new project, and it's basically like the way I teach people is basically like Lego, drag and drop, and connect up, and then you'll use variables without your throughout your bots. You I tell people to keep their bots quite structured. You can use bots within bots. Also, pass variables to different bots. So keep them, if you try to make them too complex in just one bot, it can get very messy, very difficult because they get quite large. So, let's say you wanted to do something like for WordPress or something, you can create the first bit of the bot just to log in, grab your data and log in, and keep it as that. You could then the next part would be to do with posting, and then you can pass the variables from the login bot to the posting bot, and just keep things very simple. I've got some really complex bots. When I first started off, you didn't have the bots within bots. You just created one, huge, if any of you know, like X River stuff. Well, we created our own sort of version of that. I think back in version 4 was in a poster, and it was huge. And it kept breaking. It was a nightmare to keep fixing and updating. So now it's much better, And these guys are Russian. That should tell you something. They are shit operators. Figure that out. But yeah, they know their stuff. This is a great big kit. So without any further ado, let's get on and have a look. Okay, so this is let's start off. Okay, you've got here recording. Whenever you start off doing a bot, make sure this is always clicked. Okay, it's greyed out here, so you know it's working. So let's say we'll go to. I think where would it go? Scrape some data from somewhere. Should we go Twitter? Let's have a look. As you can see, right. First thing is up here. It comes in and it'll tell you it's cleared cookies. So start it, come in and clear cookies, and then it will go to this web address. If you double click on here, it will bring up the actions all inside this one action here. We don't need that at the moment because we'll type in. So as you're doing your actions and you click off, it will load the action over here. Okay, so whatever you do here will come over here. If it doesn't, if you do something it doesn't come over here, that means that it hasn't recorded it, then you'll need to go in and do it manually. Some websites, are harder to automate than others. And then you will literally right click and then click to action designer, and you'll have to do it within here. But that's advanced, so we won't go into that at the moment, just showing you over. So let's say you wanted to create a, even though you can't do this so much with Twitter now because of the phone verification and that, which you can do by the way, but just for now, let's keep it simple. So let's say we know that we're going to Twitter, and okay, so we've gone to Twitter, but we want to make sure that our bot knows that we're on the correct page before it goes any further. So look, we know this always comes up here when we're trying to sign up to Twitter. So now, if we literally highlight, right click, and then we click create, check the existence of the selected text. You click that. Okay, you'll see it comes up here. Click OK. Okay, now this is a check-in. Every time you run this bot, it will go to Twitter and it will check this is here. If it doesn't find this, the bot will stop. Okay. If it finds this, then it will go on to the next part. Now, as you see on the side here, you've got these little green dots here, little red dot here, and basically this is telling you that if this node here is true, then we'll go to the next action. If it's false, we'll go and do this action. If they're just running in sequence here, then this will not continue on if it's got a false, false. If it's got true, it will just go to the next one. So clear cookies, yes. So we went to the next one. Went to Twitter, yes. Okay, go to the next one. Check for variables, okay. So it's safe, it's happening now to variable 0, okay. So we know if we run this now, it's clear cookies, go to Twitter, yes, check this, yes. So, okay, always click over here as well. So you highlight the red box, make sure it's recording, and then when you click on it, it will add it into here, your next bit. So we've gone there, where should we go? Let's just say we're going to sign in, just for example, because we're not going to sign in for the moment. So let's click. You see that's coming over here now. Okay, and then same here, sign into it. So let's say we just wanted to check for presence over here, text. We'll click on save. Okay, sign into Twitter. Here we go. Here's times we can sign in. Excuse me, guys, I've got a cold at the moment. Okay, so we've checked, it's gone, so the bot's running, it's clicked, and now we've checked for sign into Twitter. Yes, that's there. So now we want to enter in our email address. Oh, sorry, we'll click here. Now, what you'll normally do is you'll either pull from a file with stuff you've got here, or you will have it a profile set up, and it will pull data from here. Okay, so if you right click, you can set value from a profile. Now you've got all these, so you can have so you don't have to think, like say you're running lots of bots where you want to, have different names, nicknames, age, date of birth. For this, you can pull it all from here. You don't have to make this up yourself. The actual inside this bot can do it all for you, and then it will save all of this data to a file, which then you can load. And when you load your bot, it will load this user file, and it will load all the data in for you, so you don't have to remember all this stuff. Okay. But regarding emails and stuff, you can link them up to your profiles and it will pull it in. There's more than one way to work these bots, which I'll show you as we go on. But for now, if we set let's pull in email. There we go, and it's just pulling in an example, okay? Because that's what's set in the Zennoposter setting here at the moment, okay? So, right, click off now. You'll notice there, okay? It's added an email, okay? And then obviously we're not going to sign in because it's not real, so but we're going to click it anyway. And now it's going to enter the password, okay? But as you'll notice here, okay, this didn't record, okay? Yep. Okay, so if you see, we clicked on that and it didn't record. Okay, that's because Twitter has some more advanced ways to stop bots and stuff. So we'll click back. Okay, so always check when you are doing your box that it actually does record over here. Okay, so I want to get back to that bit now, but I don't want it all to record the next step. So I'm going to turn off recording. Okay, I'm going to sign in. Okay. Let's take you back to this page here, okay? Now, I'm going to enter that, do what we did again. So set value from profile, email, so example at example.com, okay? Right, so we're back to where we was before, okay? So I'm going to click back on recording, we've got back on email, and now we want, where was we? We'll sign in next. So let's try that again, okay? Do it again. So it's not recording, okay? So let's try again. Example. Okay. Set value from profile. Email. Right, this time we're going to do it a little bit different. Okay, so they're trying to stop bots basically from clicking in. So we know if we click on to action designer. Okay, right now we're looking here, it's pulling it from different attributes to find that name. So we know the value next, okay, and it's going to use regex to find it. And if we click rise, the event is click. So we're going to click on that, okay. If we scroll over, okay, you'll see a button here called test. So if we test that, okay, you'll notice now that that's loaded the next page, okay. So we add that to our project over here, and you see where it says click. But what we could have done here, is put a comment, and I could put, you know, just as you see going through your box, you can easily find things. I could put click next, so you know. Okay, so let's add that to the project again, and we'll delete this one here. Okay, so now we've got click next. Okay, and like I say, you can get very advanced with these things. There's a lot of websites stop bots from running by doing certain things. So Zennoposter is very advanced. It can bypass this stuff quite easy. You know, whatever you can do manually, you can do with Zennoposter, and they're updating this thing constantly. It is really great tool. And I'm going to show you some very advanced bots. You're going to love it. So next, okay, we'll do the same again in the password. So we want to make sure that that happened and that we click that. Okay, so we'll do the same. We're going to check for text presence on the page. Click OK. All right. So what we're going to do now. Let's see. And the password. So from profile again. Okay. Password. Okay. Now this is going to put a random password in, and it will save it to this profile, so you don't have to remember any of this. You can obviously take your passwords from file, from CSV, whatever you want. There's so many different ways you can get to the same outcome. So, you know, whichever way you want to do it, for whatever reason, if somebody supplied you with passwords, you know, data, or you're adding it yourself, either way. Okay, that's just a quick introduction. The next one I'm going to show you get a bit further into it, but for now I'm going to leave it there. And hope to see you next one, guys. Cheers. Thanks very much.